Appellate Advocacy Award, and this is presented to that MTLA member who has exemplified and put into practice the philosophy of the Montana Trialers Association in their appellate work in the past year. And this year, that award goes to Mike Meloy. Mike Meloy has, for many years, been the go-to lawyer in Montana for First Amendment issues. He's the one who newspapers go to represent them for right-to-know stuff. He's the one that when people want to get their records, they go to Mike Meloy, because he's the guy who, for so many years, in so many cases, has protected our constitutional right to know. This past year, Mike represented the author John Krakauer in a case where John was attempting to get public information, and that case went to the Supreme Court, where, and importantly, the Supreme Court defined that our constitutional right to know, our Article 2, Section 9 constitutional section, applies to everyone, not just some people, but everyone has the right to know. And Mike selflessly devoted himself to that case against, it was a difficult case, there's no question about it, and it had a lot of ups and downs, and he litigated that important provision and got an important ruling from the court. Former Justice Terry Trewiler has, who cannot be here tonight, has asked me to read the following on his behalf for Mike. And just so you know, Mike has actually thought he was going to get the Outstanding New Lawyer Award tonight. But this is a sorry second. Terry says, I'd like to congratulate all their award recipients for their accomplishment, and especially my longtime friend and partner, Mike Meloy, who's being honored as the outstanding appellate advocate for his work on Krakauer v. the Commissioner of Higher Education. The Krakauer case is only the most recent of many examples in Mike's career of his dedication to better government through the transparency required by the Montana Constitution. I'd like to thank him for the courage and commitment to principle he demonstrated by taking the case, and the skill with which he handled the challenging issues presented. I'd also like to thank MTLA for recognizing Mike's commitment to the rule of law, especially those that guarantee access to our public records. Regardless of your personal feelings about the underlying facts, the principles for which this case stands ultimately serve all our interests as citizens of this state. That's certainly true. One of our most powerful provisions of our Constitution is our right to know. And thank you, Mike Meloy, this year's winner of the Appellate Advocacy Award.
Thank you, Mr. President. I couldn't possibly qualify for the Young Lawyers Award because I've been around here way too long. When we first started these seminars of the masters, the one tradition that we instilled that's still there today is to have one of our members of the Supreme Court review all of the significant court decisions over the past year. And that was the one really part of the seminar I never missed, and I don't think I've missed very many of these. And the first thing I do, and I have to confess this, is I've been fighting secrecy in government for as long as I've been practicing, and I have gotten some pretty good decisions. And so I look through the outline for my case, and I'd look, and rarely, I don't think one was ever mentioned, and that was true as recent as this morning, when Justice Trewiler went through all of the significant decisions, and the case that I'm getting this for wasn't even listed in his outline. So this is really a significant award for me because I know in my heart, even though I was looking through outlines and didn't see my cases, I knew in my heart that I was doing good work that you all supported, even though you didn't think it was worthy enough to show up in an outline. But this award tells me that you do appreciate that, and it just it warms the cockles of my heart. And I have to tell you, thank you so much. This really is a meaningful award for me, because finally, I get you folks saying, "You're doing okay, Meloy." So thank you.